Hello, I'm Jane Clark, and I'm president of the West Coast Chamber. Today's member question of the day is about Hope College's plan to keep their students and our community healthy and safe this fall. I'm so excited to be joined by Hope College President Matt Scogin. Hi, President Scogin, and thanks for being with us today.
Hi, Jane. Thanks very much for having me. It's an honor to be with you.
Thank you. Hey, I know it has been a busy summer. Can you tell us what we can expect this fall as the semester launches? What preparations have you made for a safe return to campus?
Yeah, thanks, Jane. It indeed has been a busy summer. We've been working all summer long, and teams here at Hope College have been working day and night to get ready for the safe return of our students and for that return to occur in a way that really keeps our community's health and safety front and center. Let me talk first, before I get to the health and safety, let me talk first for a minute or two just about why we made the decision to bring our students back. Obviously, in doing so, we decided to take the more complicated path. Actually, at this point, the easier path, the path of least resistance, would have been to decide to go all online with our students. And yet we decided that we wanted to take the more complicated path. And we really had four reasons that we found compelling for wanting to do that. The first is a pretty simple reason, but simply this: our students want to be here in person. And based on surveys we've done and seen, we believe over 90% of our students want to be here in person. And so that was kind of the first thing. We are a student-centric institution, and so keeping our students at the center of what we do, we felt like we wanted to bring them back because our students want to be here. Number two, we believe that the educational experience is better in person. We are obviously a residential liberal arts college, and we believe in the experience of living and learning together. We just believe it's a better educational experience. Number three, it's a more equitable experience. And we saw this unfortunately in a kind of unattractive way in the spring, where when we send students away from campus, some people have environments at home that are very conducive to learning, and others don't. And so others, some don't have great access to internet or to spaces at home that are conducive to learning. And so having our students on campus is a more equitable learning experience. And the fourth is a somewhat counterintuitive reason, but we believe it. We actually believe that it's safer and healthier and more responsible for our community to have our students on campus than not. And the reason for that is, as you know, a large percentage of our students would be living in the region anyway, and we believe that having them on campus, taking part in our regular, in fact, we're doing a daily surveillance test, a daily COVID surveillance test, and having our students on campus, taking part in our surveillance program and asking them to commit to certain health habits and behavioral habits. We simply believe it's better and safer and more responsible to have our students under our purview as opposed to in our community but not under our purview. So those were four pretty compelling reasons that we felt like were why we wanted to take this more complicated path. Our students want to be here. It's a better education, a more equitable experience. And fourth, we believe it's actually safer and more responsible for our community to have our students under our purview than not. So that's the why. Let me now talk for a couple of minutes about what is the fall going to look like. And we have a really comprehensive plan in place. I believe it's not only comprehensive, but I believe it's innovative. We've done a number of things to change what the fall semester will look like so that it can be a safe and healthy experience for all of us, including the broader Holland community. First thing we did is we changed the schedule, and we're starting 2 weeks earlier than normal. So we actually start classes 2 weeks from today, the day we're recording. Our classes will start on August 17th, and that's 2 weeks earlier than we would normally start. And that starting earlier allows us to end the semester before Thanksgiving. So our semester will end on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And that will minimize the risk involved with sending 3,000 students away from campus for the 4-day weekend of Thanksgiving and then trying to bring them back. So we'll start August 17th and November 24th, and that will, more or less will bring our students here. And then we're essentially telling them, once you're here, we'd prefer for you to stay on campus and stay close. Only go home if you really have to. So that's the first thing we did, is we adjusted the schedule. Second thing we did is we put in place a comprehensive testing program. And I alluded to this a second ago. Our testing program has 3 pillars to it. The first is an at-home COVID test that all of our students, as well as our faculty and staff, will take before the start of the semester. So a few days before students leave home to come to campus, we're asking them to take an at-home test. We're mailing them the test and they take it at home. It's a saliva test, so they spit into something and they take this test at home. And then if they test positive for COVID, obviously we say stay home, stay home in quarantine for 2 weeks. If they test negative, then they come to campus. And that will give us reasonable assurance that we're starting the semester with 0 cases of COVID-19 on our campus. The second pillar of our testing is a daily surveillance test. And what we're doing here is with the help of some of the scientists in our biology and chemistry departments. And by the way, Jane, one of the amazing things about a college campus is we have experts. We have experts right here on our campus. We have one biology professor, Dr. Ben Kopik, whose specific area of expertise happens to be how viruses replicate. So amazing. So we've used Ben Kopik to help design this testing program. And what he's helped us develop is a daily surveillance test where we will take a sample of our students and test them every single day. And we're testing 1% of our students every day. And our scientists believe that that's enough of a sample size to where we can get on top of and mitigate the risk of a potential outbreak. And then the third pillar of our testing program is really a cool and innovative thing. What we've done here with the help of 3 professors in our chemistry department, and these are 3 professors whose area of expertise is water quality. So it's Drs. Aaron Best, Brent Krieger, and Mike Pickart. And as I said, they focus on water quality, and as an extension of their research, this is really cool, they're going to be continuously monitoring the wastewater coming out of our residence halls and our residential zones on campus. And so if we detect the presence of COVID-19 coming out of a specific residence hall, we'll know that somebody in that residence hall has the virus, and then we'll test everybody in that residence hall and obviously quarantine anybody who tests positive. And that's pretty cool. Like, again, we've taken the expertise that we have right here on our campus and developed a really innovative approach that will essentially, in more or less real time, allow us to detect if there's the presence of COVID-19 on our campus. So we have a very comprehensive testing program in place. And then in addition to that, of course, we're doing, we have all the appropriate, we're calling them health habits in place. So distancing, including distancing in the classroom. We'll be wearing masks in all public spaces, including classrooms. You know, we've taken all kinds of precautions in other areas of the campus, including dining halls. We're thinning density in our residence halls. We're not going to do competitive athletics in the fall. That was announced last week, so we'll be postponing athletics, fall athletics into the spring. So it'll be different for sure, but we believe we've developed a comprehensive program that will allow us to safely be in person. There are, and this is, I'll just end on this because this is important to point out, there are some students who can't get to campus or don't want to be on campus, some because of closed borders. A lot of our international students, unfortunately, will not be able to be here on campus, and some who have specific health concerns or vulnerabilities and they decide they don't want to be on campus. And so we will have approximately 17% of our courses will be all online. And so we'll have enough courses online to accommodate students who can't or don't want to be here in person. And that will simply allow them to stay on track with their timed graduation. So that's kind of our plan. I believe it's as I said, a comprehensive plan and also an innovative plan, tapping into the expertise that we have right here on our campus. As I said, it's been developed countless hours over the summer from folks at Hope, and also working closely with Dr. Heidel and the county health officials here in Ottawa County. And we feel good about it. We feel good about what we've got in place, and believe that it's, as I said, going to give our students a good educational experience and also protect the health and safety of our community.
Well, thank you so much, President Scogin, for speaking with us today. I've learned a lot. I appreciate your leadership, and we look forward to a safe return of your students this fall.
Thanks, Jane. It's great to be with you, and thanks for your leadership also.